Okay, he goes towards the lab, so this seems like it'll be fast level 3 Archmage. Which either means 3 farm tech into Dual Sanctum, or it means fast expansion with 4 farms. One of two. I would probably exclude Rifleman from the playable strats at this point, but I've been wrong before. And I'll be wrong again probably in the next 5 minutes, so. What item? Bone Chimes? Pretty good. It's okay. And here is Farseer. No last hits at all. But 2 militia kills are probably expected. There's 1. Bone Chime's helping out. Keep him alive. Resummon on the wolves. And Arcane Tower coming up. No 4th farm. As the light was just pointing out. Tier 2 started. Headhunters coming in. Let's see. If he builds the 4th farm now, it's definitely an expansion. If not, he's going to be teching in the next 10 seconds. Yeah, there's a tier 2. Okay. I would expect 2 Sanctums. I would not expect a Blacksmith. But let's see. Also, we'll probably see Defend on these footmen very, very soon. Militia being called. Is he going to try and create both these camps at the same time? I think he is. Yeah. And that'll be level 3. And Defend on the way. This is all lining up quite well for Infi. I'm a little afraid for FoCuS right now. Gets a Berserker as well. Is he going to build a 5th Headhunter behind that? Mage is going to be level 3. All the footmen healthy. Defend is about to be done. And Infi has a straight line to FoCuS's base. This is going to be a really good harass. 6 footmen with Defend. Look at the timing. Thanks, Original Chill. Appreciate it. Same deal. Shop canceled. Nice peon positioning, though. Blocks all the footmen. Water Elemental can't even get in range. That's really important for FoCuS. If he hadn't pulled those peons preemptively, he would have lost both burrows. Very important. But still, like, how do you deal with these footmen? He's got Chain Lightning, I guess. Yeah, FoCuS could have easily lost the game right there. I definitely would have. I would have already called GG. But FoCuS trying to hold on. TC's on the way. TC can go Shockwave to deal with the Defend footman. Tier 2's around the corner for Infi. I would really not be surprised to see a Beastmaster this game. But he's got to bide his time for the Torn Chieftain. He just doesn't have a shop either. Is there anything at the tavern right now? Doesn't look like it just yet. Should Chain Lightning while he can. He's about to be out. It's Mountain King for Infi. Surprised, but maybe he's just building the Mountain King because he has nothing at the tavern anyway, and he'll cancel it and get something, but yeah, the shop being either forgotten about or delayed for too long is really hurting FoCuS right now. TC's out. Oh, Stomp. Not compromising with his skill choice to help deal with the footman. A lot of damage taken. But really, all the units are still alive. This was really well defended, all things considered, for FoCuS. That Cloak of Shadows helped out a ton. He didn't really lose that many peons. He only lost 1 peon, I think. Or he's rebuilding some. Okay, so Maybe he lost more than that, but at the end of the day, like, no burrows lost, no units lost. Farseer's still alive. And the tech is about to finish. Like, the bestiary. Pretty much really good from FoCuS. He could have easily lost the game to that. And I think if Infi had gone for a Beastmaster immediately at tier 2, he probably would have. But he's got the Mountain King. Oh, stomp to get the last hit. Did he get it? Yeah, he did. Shop is about to come up. Still no units lost from FoCuS, but the TC does eventually drop. Something had to crumble for FoCuS after all this time. But, I mean, consider the amount of pressure he's been under. That's all he lost. Okay, now he loses the Berserker. 3 peons died? Okay. Still, like, overall, really good. He's rebuilt all the peons now, though. In fact, even rebuilt one extra. Okay, now he's calling militia. I think this is expansion time for Infi. You'd love to see it. Really nice follow-up. And then the Mountain King can creep up. Maybe he's just doing this to creep the Mountain King, but I think he's going to expand. We'll see. Archmage is still lurking around. The Wind Rider is nice. It is a lot easier to fight against mass casters than it is against rifle casters, the Orc, so that's one thing in FoCuS's favor. Just being able to build, you know, Wind Riders and Kodos. And Headhunters. And that's like sort of all you need is kind of a nice luxury for Orc. Denying the Water Elemental. And Militia are staying around, so that will be an expansion. And Infi with the Archmage making sure it's not going to get denied. Even leaves the priest there to get rid of any wolves that might harass. Now Infi should probably try to creep that MK3 before being overly aggressive, but it seems like he's moving across the map. FoCuS is going to win a fight if they straight up fight. I'll tell you that much. But as long as Infi doesn't lose everything, he's going to have an expo. Yeah, this is not going to be a human favored fight. Let's see. Maybe I'll be wrong. Odo going down. Stomp. Doesn't actually land great. TC gets level 3. Heal scroll used. First Shaman comes in. Okay, the Kodo will die. Another Kodo reinforces. TC, I think, did land a stomp on a couple of casters there. Yeah, those 2 casters died. And there was a breaker. I don't know if it got devoured as well. No, the breaker's still there. So FoCuS loses 1 Kodo, and that was, I think, 3 casters for Infi, but he sacrificed those to make space for the expansion that's now mining. Oh, could purge on the Archmage because bolted. Kodo goes back to devour that footman that's pressuring the Great Hall. FoCuS should be able to hold on to this Great Hall, and it will end up being 2 base, but it's still over 2 minutes away from mining, so that's going to be an extra 1,200 gold in Infi's pocket. Another Shaman caught out of position. Mountain King's close to level 3. That's going to be a big upgrade. TC. Did he dodge a bolt there? I'm not sure. Oh, he had a positioning for a stomp there, but he did not use it. Instead, Town Portal's away. Wind Rider needs 1 more hit on the Berserker. Doesn't get it. Did get a breaker at the end, but Town Portal's away. Kodo lives. Infi runs straight to the Expo, but I still don't think he's going to get the cancel without serious losses. Infi might have to just TP right now. He's going to lose a lot. Already got a breaker devoured, already lost a caster. He's going to lose 2 more casters. That was a big misplay from Infi. FoCuS might be able to just waddle across the map, actually. He needs at least a heal scroll and a speed scroll before he can do that, or else he'll get stuck in a slow trap and not have any healing. But that was definitely a misstep from Infi. And FoCuS, aware as ever that the expansion is there. I don't know if he's even sent a wolf, but he just knows intuitively. There's going to be level 3. But Infi now has to defend his expansion, and FoCuS is going to be mining on 2 bases. Okay, so here's a big fight, but is this going to be any more human-favored than the last fight? Seems like, with Militia, with that upgraded Mountain King level. No speed scroll, just a heal scroll. And a potion of invulnerability. But no way out of this fight if there's a bunch of slow. Nice clap. Heal scroll might already have to be burned. Stomp hits the Berserker, Mountain King, and the Priest. Ooh, Militia fighting the Wolves. That's nicely done from FoCuS. Heal scroll still being saved. Oh, the Ogre Mauler. That's a nice play from Infi, as expected. Always doing more than just what you see on the screen. Heal scroll used. Shaman has just enough mana to get rid of that water elemental. Push of vulnerability was already burned, and now there's no speed scroll. The TC's just dead. Purges it away. Oh, there was no bolt in time. But something's going to die because you have no way out. There goes the TC. And GG is called. 1-0 for Infi. And honestly, after that early game, you'd expect it, the amount of pressure he put on FoCuS. It was impressive enough that FoCuS made it to that point. Really. Yeah, solid game plan from Infi. No GG? Yeah, there's a GG. And 1-0. 1 game away, potentially, to have our second player qualified today. Oh, that's actually a funny troll. I never realized that's what was going on. That's hilarious. Okay, what is map 2 going to be? Obviously not Terranus Stand. Probably not Lost Temple. My guess is going to be Concealed Hill. Maybe FoCuS should have crept more. After that forced town portal at his expansion, in hindsight, that push wasn't working. Like, just no speed scroll, no TP. I'm really surprised that he went across the map like that. And here is map 2. And what do you know? Concealed Hill. Why they pay me the big bucks, you guys. Okay. Pay attention to where Infi's footman goes. It's going to determine whether or not he creeps the lab or not. And that will also determine whether or not he's going for a fast level 3 or not in most cases. Or if he's going to be playing 2 farm riflemen. And this will be again standard headhunters from FoCuS. And wouldn't expect Mountain King from Infi on this map. There's the Archmage. First footman on the way. And then we'll know more of the strategy of Infi. Okay, third farm, so I'd expect the footman to go to the lab. And tower. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a lab creep. So we'll see. There is potential for some serious harass when the human goes for the lab. Like we've seen plenty of rock golems get stolen by the Farseer. And of course, you can expect... Oh no, actually that footman isn't going to the lab. Okay. Maybe it's a different creep route. I think he'll go for level 3 Archmage still. But he'll take a different avenue than the lab. I guess he'll go for this camp, and then he'll run straight north to the crab, and then militia creep the turtle to the right of his base. And then somehow squeeze another green camp in for level 3. Is that what we're going to see? Yeah, there's a run north, but he gets interrupted. There is an arcane tower, so he could actually just run away from the Farseer entirely. And that's what he's going to do. Yep, manages to get away from the wolves and the Farseer. That arcane tower is a little bit delayed, but it'll be finished by the next set of wolves that would harass. And Infi trying to creep, but really being denied right now. And this is even before there's a ton of headhunters. One headhunter gets ensnared. That's really unfortunate. And that's level 2. And now I think that means maybe Infi's 2 green camps away from level 3. It might be a little bit more than that, though. There's a tier 2 coming up. One footman gonna fall. Oh, a second one gets ensnared. Infi, a little bit of a tough spot here. FoCuS needs to get one more auto attack, but he's not able to, unfortunately. And once Infi is able to actually creep this green, we'll see the militia go over to the turtles, but he's just not able to do it yet. Oh, FoCuS does TP. He has to TP because he just can't allow the experience to be given to the Archmage like that. Okay, now Infi finally has the space to creep this, but the headhunters are still here. That was the last hit for Infi. Okay, yeah. Another ensnare. And that will be a second headhunter going down. Now the militia are called. DeReal Hansen, what's up, dude? Thank you for the 9 months. How you doing? Says, let's go, Infi. Merry Christmas to the cast. Thank you. Appreciate you. Still not able to get this creep camp. Very important, all these moves that FoCuS is doing. Even though it's a little bit scrappy, it's a little messy. By doing everything he's done so far, by taking the losses that he's taken, the Archmage is not level 3, and he doesn't have to face that like disastrous harass that happened on Twisted Meadows. So for obvious reasons, if you saw Game 1, the 2 headhunter losses and the TP loss are justified. But Infi will eventually get level 3, but by then, TC's out, tech is already done. Oh, Infi has boots. The Farseer's dead. Unless the creeps somehow block the Archmage. Actually, the Archmage runs away. Those footmen all have to heal up before they can come in for the harass. Beastmaster this time? No, he didn't go Beastmaster last game. He goes Beastmaster this game? Am I crazy? He goes tier 3 now, too. Okay, yeah. Okay, sure. He's not going to get any cancels. This harass is too late for him to get cancels. Yes, Beastmaster's going to have no impact at all. Last game, it would have had a huge impact. Could be blocked in here and killed, but yeah, it should be. There we go. Archmage comes back in. Footmen are coming back in as well, but the Beastmaster will be dead by then. Farseer, gotta be careful. Does Farseer have anything to save himself? No, gets level 2, but still dies. A little too ambitious there for FoCuS. This will be Griffins at tier 3. And obviously no scout is going towards Infi's base, but eventually FoCuS will realize there's no casters when there should be, which will be in the next 30 seconds. If he doesn't see casters, he'll know. Farseer's going to be out in 40 seconds. And then Infi will send, or FoCuS rather, will send a wolf to confirm the tech. Oh. Purge super late, unfortunately, and the header goes down. Level 2 on the TC. Beastmaster's back out and on the way over again. And by now, FoCuS should realize what's going on, because he has not seen any Priest or Sorks yet. And also based on the fact that Infi's still not going back to expand. If you're going to play 2 Sanctum with this style, you're going to expand by now. But if you're playing tier 3, you're oftentimes going to be continually aggressive to buy time for the tech, because you don't need to creep the expansion. So he should know. And I don't know what the reaction for FoCuS will be to Griffins. At this point, it's kind of tough to have anything other than just a tier 2 sort of scrappy army thrown together with raiders and a lot of headhunters. They'll eventually try to get a second bestiary for Bat Riders, no doubt, though. And we'll have to see some armor upgrades for Infi because of that. Okay, good timing for FoCuS now. He's expanding, and as long as he leaves a shaman at that expansion he's building, it should stay safe. I think there's one there. He didn't leave a shaman, so that's going to get canceled, but he is against no units pretty much right now, so he can obviously win the fight. Yeah, Town Hall gets canceled. If he left a shaman, he probably keeps it alive. Level 3 on the TC. With Shockwave, he could actually push into the main, but he's not going to risk that. He needs to defend at home. And now Griffins are coming out. And I feel like FoCuS would have already built a second bestiary if he saw Griffins for sure, but he should know. Those water elementals are going to give some more experience, but reinforced defenses is done as well. Now we have the blacksmith for armor upgrades, but there's no Bat Riders to worry about just yet. FoCuS has to know about Griffins. He hasn't actually visually seen them yet, but he will in a second. Right now. He can still win a fight with the army he has. Ooh, that raider needs to ensnare the Dragonhawk. If it can reach. But it hasn't yet. One Griffin gonna go down. Heal scroll used. Paladin doesn't get the Holy Light in time. He didn't deal with that Dragonhawk, surprisingly, but FoCuS is still favored, it looks like, in this fight. And yeah, no second bestiary. He's just building piercing and ensnare. That might be good enough. He's trading decently, but there's no expansion coming up behind this. Militia called. Oh, surround and there's no TP. No way. That's how he wins this game. After the fight not going his way. 1 mana away from a wolf resummon before he dies as well. And despite FoCuS actually winning that fight, losing the Farseer means Infi actually wins the fight. And now, full tech down and no expansion. If you're on 2 bases, the Orc, obviously it's fine for you against Griffins. But 1 base, you need to continuously fight to keep the Griffin numbers down. Like, you cannot allow them to get up to 50 supply Griffins with 3 armor upgrades. You just lose. So he needs to continuously trade like this, which he's doing a good job of so far. Another Griffin dying. Can he kill this next Griffin? Maybe. Is he going to commit for it? There's the ensnare. FoCuS is doing this well. This is exactly what he needs to do. Keep it scrappy, always fight, keep the supplies low. And then let your heroes carry, later on. Yeah, if he canceled the expansion with just his Archmage before the last fight. TC's almost level 5. And Farseer's back in 50 seconds. 39 versus 46. And I think FoCuS needs to try to expand again soon. I don't see this going well for him if he plays 1 base for the rest of the game. Unless he literally trades until gold mines run out. Wakes up the creeps, loses the raider. But FoCuS comes back in, and the Farseer is going to be joining in a second. Infi gets the red drake. Needs Paladin level 3, I would say, to really not lose Griffins like he is. Another one goes down. And TC's about to be 5 after this bear. There it is. Another Griffin going to go down. I feel like we might be going game 3. It hasn't looked pretty for FoCuS, but he's kept Infi on low enough supply. Never a critical mass of Griffins. And now the TC's 5. And the Stomp is just going to kill everything. On the ground, at least. And everything that's ensnared, like that Griffin. Unfortunately, the Shamans for FoCuS are out of mana. So Infi turns it around for a second. Supply even. And yeah, the Grey Hall is coming up. I feel like FoCuS has turned this around. Alman goes to the fountain. More experience going to be fed to these Orc heroes. But Infi's trading it for the experience at the fountain, so it's okay. Farseer almost 4. But he's already got level 2 Chain Lightning. Paladin to get level 3, that's a huge upgrade. That's what Infi needed this whole time, was Paladin level 3. Because now the Griffins just won't be easily killed during 1 ensnare. And look at the positioning at the back of the fountain. But space created for the Town Hall. Or for the Great Hall, rather. And Infi, what's your next move? I mean, Infi could just continue creeping and try to get up to 60 supply and then push that expansion. And what FoCuS needs to do is build a second bestiary right now. And start going into bats. Even though they're inefficient, he's going to be on 2 base. He can make it work. Water Elemental speed some more, but the ensnare on the Raider. TC's going to be level 6 this game. Slow on 2 Griffins. 1 gets caught out of position, but again, Holy Light level 2. Helping out a lot. Stomp should hit all these heroes. Okay, does use it, but it misses the Paladin. But Chain Lightning confirms the kill on the Griffin. More Purge on the summons. Okay, Grey Hall's up, but still no Bestiary? Number 2 Bestiary. I don't think FoCuS is going to win this without transitioning into bat soon. The Griffin number is getting too high to actually just focus 1 at a time with Headhunters. But still, it's only 51 for now. Maybe the TC can do it. Could maybe force a TP right now. Fully Light is there. No, he ensnares instead on the Griffins. And yeah, there's a town portal. Doesn't lose a Griffin and kills one peon and stops the mining. Says Sonic, what's up, dude? Thank you for the 53 months. How you doing? Four minutes of mining in the main bases, at least for Infi. Still even supply. If it goes like 60 versus 60 supply, Infi's going to be favored. But until that point, or let's say like 65, 65. But until that point, FoCuS is fine. Now level 3 water elementals as well. And a level up on the Quill Beast. Still even supply. The Griffin numbers are getting too scary, I would say. Let's see. FoCuS is ahead in supply finally. Shaman mana is not great. TC gets focused. Oh, but the Paladin gonna go down as well. Somehow. Level 6 on the TC. Yeah, FoCuS is making this work. Nice micro on the Shamans to get them away from the Griffin focus as well. And we see how much damage the Griffins do when they finally connect, but without the Paladin. And the expansion's held. And we're definitely going game 3. If he's going to continue trying, like he is really good from these positions. But I don't know if he's good enough. I don't know if anyone's good enough. Especially without invis on the summons to continue the harass. You can't really just run them in without being invisible and continue the harass. And did he go level 3 wolves? No, chain lightning. It makes sense. To the shop we go for just a town portal to make sure no big mistakes happen any longer. Infi, what is he going to do? Trying to hold on till the Paladin comes out. Needs to hold this altar for 30 seconds. It seems like he'll be able to do that. More summons go towards the expansion. Main base is going to run out pretty soon. No shamans left behind. Should leave probably at least 2 between the main base and the expansion. Town portaling now. Careful with that Kodo. It might die to the summons if Infi pays attention. No, immediately purges everything. And a heal scroll too. Okay. Paladin is back. And if he continues to try and play hit and run. If he's doing a good job. Tier 3 Berserkers with Bloodlust could be an option. That could be an option. I mean, that is one way to play this, is to play one base Tier 3. And to go Bat Riders with Berserker Headhunters and upgraded Kodos and get a Shadow Hunter third, and then go Orb on the TC and just mass Hex Griffins with the Shadow Hunter. That's an option, but you can't expand if you do that. Paladin again, focus. No Divine Shield is kind of hurting him, but are you going to skip Aura? I don't think so. The Griffin numbers are decent. Like, the splash damage is doing good. Is there heal scrolls? There's no heal scrolls. FoCuS is losing everything. Town portal away, but how much is going to die before the TP? That was a great fight for Infi. We see how bad this ground army is when the Griffin numbers are high enough. This is why I said Bat Riders are needed. You just lose everything if your units are clumped together against the splash damage. I'm amazed we haven't seen a second Bestiary yet. Like, even if there's 3 armor upgrades, a protection scroll, and level 2 aura, he still has enough economy to have enough Bat Riders. Okay, but the main base is out. Despite that fight, FoCuS has a lot of gold left. That should be level 5 Beastmaster. That bear is hard to get rid of with shamans. And how many we only have 4 shamans right now, and not a ton of mana. Notice how much better Infi's use the fountains this game. 3k healing versus 900. And this is going to be a final push for Infi, which isn't impossible at all. He catches the shamans out of position. Summons go towards the expansion right away. He pushes the shamans back to the right-hand side and then moves the summons to the left-hand side. But is there enough griffins to even stand up against this? That was poor ad timing. But I could not delay them any longer. 35 supply versus 59. The summons are killing that expansion right now. Still not level 3 bear, unfortunately. We might not see one this game. But he does now level up. Stomp on both griffins. And if he just ran out of steam. Maybe if he was able to completely kill all the peons at that expansion. Yeah, Paladin surrounded. Push him with vulnerability. Dude, look at the summons. They're putting in work, but TC's about to stomp all 3 heroes. And that'll be 1-1. A nice try from Infi, but FoCuS. Pretty clean. He had a good early game, and then he followed it up with a nice pressure on the Griffins, keeping the numbers always low. And if you stop the human from getting past the 60 supply mark, you're in a pretty good spot. So we go to game 3, the last game of the day. Will be on... What map is this going to be on? Northern Isles, I think. That's my guess. What's up, Brainblaze? How you doing, dude? Wait, I need to update the score. Alright, let's see what the final map is. What's up, Juice? Alright, still waiting. See the final map. Both players have played a full day of games now. They're both on there. Was it the third series for both players? Yeah. Okay, and here we go. Was I right about the map? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Pally Rifles! Where's Saul? Someone call Saul. Infi's playing Pally Rifles. Where are you, Saul? Starbucks, Saul, where are you? I've never been more excited. At 7 a.m. Somebody call Saul. Quickly. Quickly. We're running out of time. This game's gonna be over in 7 minutes. Okay. So many incorrect reactions to Pally Rifles recently when it first came back into meta. And some inefficiencies from the humans as well. Infi is a quick learner, though. The quickest learner of all the human players ever, I would say. So he should have it down, at least for the style he wants to play. He should know the ins and outs of it, even if he's only picked it up a couple days ago. He's just that sort of a player. And for the orc side of things, I just feel like every orc player has it wrong. Not claiming that I know what the right way to play it is, it just feels like every orc player is not countering it properly yet. But maybe orc players have figured it out since I last saw this strategy played in a top-level game. Maybe I'm not up to date on the game, so we'll see what FoCuS does. We'll hold judgment until then. So far, just grunts, creeping is good, assuming he's blind countering Pally Rifle, which we don't know that yet, because obviously Pally is late, so you can get a free creep camp. Grunts are better than headhunters. I think this is a fine idea, but he does need to eventually go across the map, I think. And immediate Tuskar creep. Interesting. Infi's being given all the space in the world. He's going to be level 3 Paladin. Is FoCuS aware this is a strat? Or is he countering something else? Is he countering, like... This feels like he's playing against Mountain King. He's pulling a peon. There's no way. Game 3? Loser bracket. This feels perfect against Pally Rifles. It really does. But how does he know that it's Pally Rifles? What is in FoCuS's head right now? What is in his head that he's doing this strat? What is he trying to counter? Is it actually this? It feels like it is. 4 grunts, he's getting a war mill, he's going to get upgrades, and we're going to probably see a 5th grunt here soon as well. Second barracks! He's building a second barracks! Oh my god. Where is Saul? Where's Saul? This is a sick strat. This is incredible. Mass 2 barracks grunts with a tier 1 expansion. He's playing Night Elf. Literally. And so far the expansion is uncancelled, and Infi would have to run straight there to cancel it. Alright, let's chill out, account create, okay? You know what I'm saying when I say that, okay? Let's chill. We don't need to take any opportunity to complain, okay? At least take a justified opportunity. Creeps get pulled. But the Paladin's level 3. I feel like Infi's just going to walk over and kill him. Cheer up, it's Christmas, account create, okay? Cheer up. For one day. One day out of the year, okay? It could be 36 hours right now. He's trying to make space for the expansion right now, but he's taking so much damage. Okay, the 2 barracks are up. Level 3 Farseer is a huge deal. Wait, Infi forgot his tech? Is this... Infi's tech is very late. Is this by design? I don't think so. I feel like this is a forgotten tech. Am I wrong? There should be a Blood Mage coming out in, like, less than a minute. I would need to go back and see the replay. But more riflemen are falling. And the 2 barracks in production, the expansion is up. Ring of regen value? Absolutely. It's a huge deal. This is such a weird game. And honestly, Infi should have been winning if his tech was on time. Okay, this is going to have to be a town portal. We're going to have to town portal, reconsolidate, and push for the Blood Mage, I feel like. And FoCuS is never going to tech, right? He's just going to keep building units on tier 1. If you're trying to get as much value as he can before TPing, because his tier 2 is right around the corner. Greater heal even invested. You're not going to win this without a Blood Mage at this stage. Wolves go down. Tier 2's almost done. But by this timing, there should already be Blood Mage, long rifles, and a push with the whole tier 2 army. Burrow gonna be cancelled. There's so many units for FoCuS. He's 50 supply. Waiting for the Burrow. It's not impossible for Infi to micro his way out of this once the Blood Mage is here. But he's going to have to leave soon. There's the TP. Just trying to do as much damage as he can. Okay. FoCuS. His supply block, he would love to break upkeep. He doesn't want to stay at 50. 50 versus 39 with the Blood Mage and perfect micro. Infi's favored. Yeah, this is very unique. Infi's not out of this game, though, at all. At this stage. Healing gets cancelled. Chain Lightning. Ankh is not the item he wanted. Probably could sell that, honestly. 900 gold banked. The Burrow being cancelled at the Expo is a big deal. Okay, now FoCuS breaks upkeep. He definitely wanted to do that earlier, but... And he goes tier 2. Just needs to keep building units. Keep building units. 42 supply for Infi. But no items, just a clarity. He gets Boots of Speed, interestingly. And I think he bought the illusions there, if I'm not incorrect. Gonna try to build a shop in the back. Look at the positioning on the illusion riflemen. They're tanking so much damage. There's been not a single attack on anything other than illusions so far this fight. And there's only one target to siphon as well. Without a TC, the Farseer can't really get in range for auto attacks, unfortunately. The TC is normally the sponge for the siphon. Oh, Infi can easily micro his way out of this. This is ridiculous. The strat could not have gone better for FoCuS, but then this fight just doesn't seem to go his way. No kills so far. A couple of riflemen starting to get there, though. One falls. Another one to the north might be falling. Speed scroll and 3 riflemen retreat, but certainly more losses for FoCuS than Infi. Second rifleman dies. But that's how many grunts have died so far? 4? 2 headhunters, maybe? Blood Mage is already 2.2. Oh no, FoCuS. He needed to, I think, just build grunts and get that 60 supply burrow right away. The fact that he tried to build a 60 supply burrow at the Expo and it got canceled means he had 900 gold before he broke upkeep. I don't think the headhunters are a good idea. This is getting close to impossible for FoCuS, because the Blood Mage is going to be 3 soon. And the supply is still even. Infi could probably just kill this Expo and then go to the main base and end soon enough. But tier 2 will be done. A second hero could be possible. Because he lost. Oh, right, you can see losses below resources, right? Siphon again. Is there anything on the way from tier 2? Naga second. Okay, I think a Tavern Hero is a good idea. 53 versus 48. But it's just like, there's a shop here. There's essentially infinite mana for the Paladin. FoCuS is still mining. Chain Lightning gets a Rifleman. Almost gets a second one, too. Oh, but he's just running into the meat grinder. Maybe one more Rifleman. Okay, he gets another one. He's getting kills. A couple more Riflemen might die in the back, but no, he micros those away. A third Rifleman falls. FoCuS still mining on the expansion. Supply is still even. Paladin level 5. He went Aura level 3. Just trying to hold on. What a weird game. FoCuS still building grunts off 2 barracks. Did he get... He didn't even get brute strength yet. And GG is called. That was a game. But Pally Rifle works in the end. And yet another attempted strategy that doesn't work. I think FoCuS had opportunities to make that work. It's definitely a cool idea. He just needs to clean up a couple of things. And I think it's something.